Hey guys, so I am getting ready. Figured I'd show you my everyday get ready, just put a face of makeup on. This is kind of my no makeup look. Takes about 10-15 minutes to do, super easy. It doesn't include any eyeshadow, it's just very basic. If you'd like to see how I do my everyday makeup, then please keep watching. Okay, I'm gonna start off with some primer, so I'm just using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Primer. I just do a pump of that. My skin is pretty dry since it's winter, so this really helps. I just apply this all over. And then I'm gonna let that sink in. While that is sinking in, I like to do my mascara before I do anything else, just because I'm not doing any eyeshadow and I don't want to mess up my foundation by doing mascara after and potentially risking getting smudges on my base. So I'm just gonna curl these short lashes and then just apply a coat of mascara. I'm just using the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I just usually leave it at one coat because I don't want it to be too much. And I'm just gonna whisk away that little flake that came off. And then since my hydrating primer has sunken into my skin, I'm gonna add one more primer, and this is a pore filling primer. This is the Tatcha Silk Canvas, and I like to put this in my pores because it helps hide and disguise them really well. You just need a little amount, not very much of this, because it goes a long way. Just press that in to the skin. And then I also let that absorb. And then I'm gonna go in and do my brows while my primer is sinking into my skin. And I'm just using the Covergirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in Rich Brown. And I like to brush my brow hairs up and out where I want them to lie. So up in the front and then comb them out as I go further down to the tail. And then I just start tracing the line that's already naturally underneath to fill them in. And then brush it with the spoolie as I go to help blend it out. My brows are not twins. I don't even know if they're sisters right now, but that's okay. I think that helps make it look a little bit more natural if they're not perfectly symmetrical, because nobody has perfectly symmetrical brows. And then, if you want, you can comb down the hairs and kind of see the outline of where you should be drawing the top of your brow. So this is helpful, especially for those of you that are still figuring out how to fill your brows in. This was the trick that I did for a really long time. And then lighter pressure towards the front. And you can go a little bit heavier towards the tail. Just do the same thing on the other side. Good enough. Like I said, if I were to try to make them twins, I'd be here all day, so I don't have time for that. I am just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of brow gel in my brows though. My hands are wet from the primer and I'm struggling trying to get this open. You know what? Let me just use this kind real quick because I can get this one open. This is just from Ulta, it was like $6. And just comb that through to set the brows in place. And for foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Stay Naked. I'm in the shade 20 NN. So I'm just gonna give this a couple shakes. Take it on the back of my beauty sponge, do one full pump, dot it around my face as evenly as I can, and then just go ahead and blend in. That's all I'm doing with foundation. I'm not even gonna set it with powder because, like I said, I am already dry. And this foundation is already like satin, so it's not overly matte, but it doesn't really have a dewy finish. If it was dewy, I would probably set it, but it sets itself pretty well, so I'm just gonna leave it. And then, I just tipped my laptop up. And then I'm gonna go in with bronzer, so I'm just taking a big fluffy brush like this, and the Colourpop Going, no, I keep calling it Going Coconuts. It's Coconut Beach. That's the shade. Just dunk that in there a couple times, tap off excess, and just lightly go over my cheeks to add some warmth back in. And if you want, you can blend that out with a dual fiber brush just to make it more blended, not as harsh of color. And then for blush, I'm gonna go in with the Luxie blush brush and also this Colourpop blush in the shade Frisky Business. It's just a really pretty peach coral color. You can see it. Smile, apply it to the apples of the cheeks, and then blend back. And then with whatever's left over, I just like to go over the bridge of my nose and then this area right here, because I find that that makes me look sun-kissed as well. And I just like to apply the color all over. Not too crazy. And then blend that out with the same dual fiber brush. For highlight, I'm gonna be using the Balm, the Mary Lou Manizer. This is really pretty, it's subtle, gives you a glow from within look, and you can build it up if you want, but it's just very natural. I'm just using the Anastasia A23 brush. I'm just applying that to the tops of my cheekbones. And that's all I'm doing for highlighter. You can blend that back out with your dual fiber or your blush brush. Okay, and then last step is just to apply some setting spray. So I'm going in with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid. This is just gonna give some more moisture back into my face and help set my makeup. I forgot, last step is, I just put some chapstick on. So you can use a tinted chapstick that has a little bit of color. I'm just using a super moisturizing chapstick. My lips are crusty. And then if I want a little bit of color, I'll go in with this Estee Lauder. I don't even think they sell this anymore. It's the Pure Color Envy lipstick and Pinkberry. Yeah, look at, my lips are so good. I'm just gonna dab this. This is very, very close to my natural lip color, so that's why I like this one. Okay, you guys, and that is the completed look. This is my no makeup look, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and can apply the same techniques to your collection at home. You only need a couple different products, so super easy. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I really appreciate the support, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.